Hello? Hello? Good evening, colleagues. Good evening, colleagues and friends. We are assembled here this evening at Thygarayaganasabha, Hyderabad, for a book releasing function. Mr. Gurraj, retired Senior Manager Personnel, Indian Airlines, Hyderabad. After his retirement, he has penned a book, authored a book on the subject of pension. That book is going to be released today. So Mr. Gurraj, after his retirement, he has written a book on pension, putting nearly 4.5 years of efforts. And he has come out with a book. Actually, nobody has read that book, but contents of the book is Restore Pension to Air India Retirees. You all know that Air India employees have put in more than 30 years of service and retired without any pension, without any mention, without any tension. No pension, no mention, no tension. So we are surviving with just like that. So he has put in efforts to come out with a book. Somebody can really read this book and take the points, legal points, and place before any well-known advocate, as author is referring Mr. Sai Deepak. He can put the matter before the court and get a government order for implementing, for giving pension. Now we will start this today's evening function. Actually, we are supposed to invite, we are waiting for Mr. V.S. Murthy of Thygarayaganasabha, who was very kind enough to give us this room for this function. We waited so long, I believe, I was told that he is out of station and he is not there. And in fact, I requested somebody else to come in his place. They may join at any time. Meanwhile, we go ahead with the function. I request author of this book, Mr. Gurraj, to please come first on the dais. Holding a book of yours, please come. Shiva, tiskarama. I know. Iru. Inga. And today's chief guest, I call Mr. Ramon Rao, retired as Manager Personnel, Indian Airlines, Hyderabad, to come on to the dais. I request Mr. Mohan Kumar, retired from Indian Airlines, trade union leader, please come on to the dais. Now I request Mr. Vivekanand from Air India, please come on to the dais. We all have assembled here for the release of the book, but the contents of the book will be known only when you open the book and turn the page and then start reading. Then only you'll know the contents, not just by looking at the book. So I just give a brief of the book. Even I never read. Actually, in the year 1998, Indian Airlines management with unions had entered into an agreement with LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, that every employee will contribute and that amount will be kept with LIC, then they will buy annuity and give it. Actually, what happened at the time of entering into an agreement, it was a very attractive scheme that 40% of the last drawn salary will be given as a pension to an Air India employee after his retirement. seeing that as an attractive scheme, everybody joined, and in fact, it has become mandatory for every employee to contribute for LIC annuity scheme. And initially, they gave pension of 40% lot drawn salary to around 992 employees. Suddenly, they stopped that scheme, stating reason that there is no recruitment in Indian Airlines. So then they changed the definition also from beneficiary to contributory. So employees are only contributing to their life as long as they are in service, and after service they are getting annuity to the extent they contributed. LIC will buy annuity only after his retirement. So Gururaj efforts in this book is why they are not restoring that, why only certain section of people got that benefit, why not everybody who retired from Indian Airlines should get 40% of last grant salary as a pension. That is his contention in this book. Anything else? And you will say a few afterwards. Now I request Mr. Ramon to inaugurate the book, and Vivek and Mohan Kumar will assist him. Gururaj, you please stand. Yeah, please show the book.
Restore pension for 44,000 Air India retirees.
Thanks, Raman Garu, Mr. Vivek and Mohan Kumar, having come on to the dais and released the book officially. And this book has to be, as I said, this book has to be read and understood, then only you know the contents of the book. And Mr. Gururaj has initially invested around 30,000 plus and got around 25 books printed, and he has to further order it. And the price of this book is 500 rupees. And to begin the sales, I am buying the first book of this pension by giving 500 rupees. And I request please buy the book, go home and read comfortably, come out with points. All your doubts will be cleared by Gururaj. Now I request today's chief guest, the one who inaugurated the book, our boss, Mr. Ram Mohan, who was with us in Indian Airlines for more than 30 years. I request him to say a few words on this book.
Namaskar. At the outset, I must thank the Sri Murthy Garu and others. Kindaka. I must thank Mr. Murthy Garu and others on the heads of Thygarayaganasabha for allowing us to hold this function in this hall. Thanks a lot. I think he may be coming, somebody will be coming, we will wait for him. Frankly speaking, releasing of a book is done by scholars. I am too small a person to release a book actually. Myself and Mr. Gururaj, we were colleagues and we are friends. That is all. So anyhow, I thank him because it's an opportunity for all of us to meet. Thanks a lot, Mr. Guru. My association with Mr. Gururaj, during 1998, I had the opportunity to work as office superintendent establishment in the personnel department, Indian Airlines. I had 4 stalwarts with me, Guru, Shankar, Sureka and Srinivas. They were helping me a lot. I'm very much thankful to them. all these days I could not thank them. Now I got the opportunity. Thank you very much, all of you. You know, as a staff of establishment section, the functions are establishment section are like recruitment, promotion, seniority, etc., etc. They all deal with only some correspondence. But there is some important work in personal department establishment section, that is maintenance of SC/ST rosters. So there are many people who are good at fingering work, but there is one person who is good at figure work, that is Mr. Gurraj. So I requested him to take up that job actually. Why I am talking about this Navi is because during that year 1998, Srimati Anita Kurana and other personal headquarters people from personal department, they came to Hyderabad for inspection of rosters, and they said SC/ST rosters are maintained perfectly in Hyderabad. All that credit goes to Mr. Gurraj. Another important thing he has done is he was dealing with IATA category, that is, technician, charger, foreman, etc. We had released the seniority list of IATA category, which was pending for a long time. When I gave a copy of the seniority list to Mr. Apparao, the then regional secretary, he was very happy actually. So that is why that job also is done by Mr. Gurraj. So really, because of all these people, I could function as head of that section actually. Now, coming to pension, we all know that it's very important because all are not well off. There may be some people who are well off, but there are many people who are really suffering. I know that actually. Majority of the people are suffering. In my own case, I'll tell you, my qualification is MA LLB. My elder brother, who is elder to me only by just 2 years, he joined AP Police Department as a wireless operator and retired as a wireless operator. He is drawing a pension of 70,000 rupees now. Now I know what is the difference actually. When I joined Indian Airlines, I had 2 more jobs actually in my 2 offers. One is as a LDC in AG's office and also as a typist in South Southern Railway. I consulted some people, they advised me to join Indian Airlines. That is how I left those 2 pensionable jobs actually. I'm not blaming Indian Airlines. It was a great organization. I really enjoyed working for IA for more than 3 decades. But pension is very important actually. Without that, we never anticipated that Indian Airlines will be. We never anticipated that airlines will be totally privatized in those days. Probably, if we were to know, we all would have taken. Not like that. Okay. If we were to know this before, only would have definitely taken up a job in any government organization. I'm not feeling bad for not joining government organization because I worked for 30 years in Indian Airlines and it was a great organization. I'm very happy. Whatever I am, definitely it is because of Indian Airlines. Thank you. About this book, actually, I'm not able to make any comment about this book because as of now, nobody has gone through. I have also not gone through. So I'm not saying anything about the book actually. So definitely when we go through, I will be in a position to go through and definitely give my remarks or whatever it is in a day or 2. I will take a book. I am also buying a book now right now. So I will take a book, I will read and I will come back after that. So in fact, Mr. Gauri Shankaran, GM personal retired, he is supposed to come, but because of his ill health, he is unable to make it. He has sent a message to me. I will just read out, if you don't mind. Mr. Gauri Shankaran. Dear friends, today the book on pensions authored by Sri Gurraj is being released in the presence of colleagues. Due to health reasons, I am unable to come to the function and express my appreciation in person for the commendable work done by him. However, through this message, I wish to record my appreciation for the monumental job done by him. He has undertaken the job purely on account of his concern for his colleagues who have retired from IAA serving long time back. I sincerely hope this book will reach the right quarters in government and pave the way to bring about the necessary changes in the present scheme and to make it more favorable to the retirees. I wish the function all success. Thank you. I thank all of you for allowing me to stand before you for a few minutes. Thanks a lot. I'm not good at giving lectures. You should excuse me for that. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Raman Garu. As you all know, Mr. Gurraj is a left-hander. Generally, the one who is born as left-hander, intelligent and very skilled person. Are? Mr. Gurraj is multi-talented, multi-skilled, multitask person. He is born left-hander. That means he is basically highly intellectual and genius person. That's the reason after his retirement, with both hands, he does the job. With one hand, he operates the computer, the other hand, he plays tabla also. He's very good at, and I don't know when he sleeps and when he have his lunch and dinner, because I see always he's busy on the computer, keeps on sending messages even at the night 2:30. That means he never sleeps. Now I request Mr. Vivek to come and say a few words. Mr. Vivek is originally from Air India. He will give his views.
Good evening, everyone. Just to give a gist, we had a meeting in 1981 when Air India was having two benefits, that is the PF and the gratuity alone. So they wanted to implement the third benefit like other companies, and they said, okay, it will be a contributory one. Well, the contribution was between the employers and the employee. So both have contributed and a fund was created. Now, what happened, we all know, after certain years, the number of people who are retiring, that increased, and the number who are yet to get employment has decreased. So the fund naturally gets reduced. That is the reason, people who have retired early were getting much money, better funds, and we were not, the people who got retired later were not getting much funds. So that is, then the fund was again, when we merged and all, they said we will give it to LIC because we are not able to maintain the trust. So it was not a pension actually, it is an annuity which anyone can buy. So this annuity is refundable only on the death of the employee. So we are not getting that amount also back, and a nominal interest is being paid. But now, at the present stage, the government of India has said that they'll give pension to everyone. So at least they can consider our request also. Like I understand BSNL employees, Barman Lorry employees are getting it as a third benefit. So if Air India can include that, be included in that list, it will be nice. So people like, union leaders like Mohan, Sudhir, Ravinder has also come. Mr. Narasimhan is also there. So if somebody can, read the book in full and find out the loopholes, and if we can, going to court, I don't think it might be feasible or it will be a good result. It will take years. Rather than the Honorable Minister is from Telugu state, if we probably meet him, Mocha, he might guide us or he might give us a good hearing. I think that is also a good option. You should also think of that option. And the local parliamentarian, in fact, Delhi is also doing something. Mr. Arun Malhotra is doing something. So if we coordinate with them, it is better rather than, each individual going and going to the court and all. We all should do something together. That is better, I feel. So, but like Mr. Sudhir said, I always see his messages. To pen down anything 350 pages, it's very tough. I don't know when he takes rest, but 2:33 in the morning he's taking, he's sending messages. I request you to kindly take care of your health, sir. And no, you are free, but every page you know that by heart. Yeah. You are cut, copying, paste, and anyone has a doubt, you are giving that. Not required, sir. Let them read the book, because everything you put on the platter is not required. If anyone is interested, they have to come forward. So from my side, what I can do is I can buy the book, I can only read the book and probably give inputs. And whenever I required whatever help I can do, I will come personally and try to help out the team. But it's a fantastic job, sir. We all appreciate it and keep it up. But take care of your health.
Thanks, Vivek. After 4.5 years, his efforts, Mr. Gurraj has come out of pension book. As Mr. Vivek said, let everyone read the book, buy a book and read the book. You don't, put in WhatsApp all the 384 pages. We will start reading from tomorrow onwards the book and contents. And no more WhatsApp, and we will be disturbing you with our doubts and you clarify it. And as you said, approaching senior advocate Sai Deepak may not be possible, reachable, approachable, dependable, and it takes, I doubt we can reach that high level. But still, if any advocate can come forward to read the book and can put up our points before the court, then it's highly appreciable. If anybody has any suggestion, you can give it to Mr. Gurraj or to me. Now I request Mr. Mohan Kumar, Millionaire Line, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhir. At the outset, I just wanted to thank Mr. V.S. Murthy, who has given this hall free of cost. As Mr. Vivek, Mr. Ramon and Mr. Sudhir has already pointed out a lot of things about pension. What I just want to add is what they have already told. I just want to repeat that. The amount of pain taken by Mr. Gurraj with all the problems he has lot many health problems. In addition to these problems, we have to appreciate his willpower. And he has taken a noble cause. In my service itself, 37 years, and in more than 3.5 decades of my service, I have seen lot many people, they have not, especially from the lower strata of the society, lot many people have not planned their future properly. I may not be fully correct if I say not planned, because they were not that good financially. They had their own commitments, responsibilities, getting their children married and all. And what little they got from airlines was spent on those things. And at this juncture, if somebody gets pension like rest of the people get, it will be a big solace, big help for them. Because most of the people, they don't have the time, or they are not mostly interested in doing something, because it's not that people are not interested. As Mr. Sudhir has pointed out, he does with two hands, with the fingers, constructive works. There are lot many people who do negative things. They do the leg pulling part of it. So many people, they have a desire, okay, we'll try to do something good for the people, but they are really afraid of the onslaught these people are going to get, leg pulling and criticizing. अरे इसका कुछ ना कुछ फायदा होगा, जरूर कुछ ना कुछ होगा. Doubting everybody's integrity. That's the reason many of the good people who try to come up with some ideas or try to help, they think, अरे इसका कुछ ना कुछ उसमें है. But I have seen Mr. Ravinder, he should have been, I repent now, he should have been a trade union leader along with us and should have taken some responsible post, because the amount of things he has done while in service and after retirement also, that is commendable. He has done a great job and still continues to do. That's really great of him. We require many people to work in that way. And as Mr. Vivek told about Arun Kumar Malhotra, he happened to be the General Secretary of Air Corporation Employees Union, very well connected. He was officer on special duty. He went on deputation. He went and worked with Punjab Governor or Chief Minister. And I once went and met him at what you call External Affairs Office. That time Mr. Vinod Khanna was the Minister for External Affairs. And I had something to do. It was something to do with compensation for my brother-in-law who was abroad, Kuwait compensation. So in a jiffy, one phone call from his side, I got the thing done. It was something about 19.5 lakhs or something. So once, otherwise these people were fooling around, Indian Overseas Bank people, they were fooling around, and they're like that, they have fooled around many people, and innocent villagers, they have taken thumb impression and all. They told some figure problem, you have not fed, and there is lot of scams, scandals and all happened, and innocent people could get. The people who are smart enough, they could at least threaten them, get the things done. Likewise, here also, when it comes to pension part of it, a person like Arun Kumar Malhotra, A.K. Malik, and many people are trying from the local MP side. So, as you told that instead of all the people going in a different way, and he has made a core group, he has seen the efforts what Mr. Gururaj has done, and especially congratulated. He wanted to include you in the core group, and he told that he is hereafter taking you in the core group. It's nice of it. Ultimately, your efforts are, now I think it started paying dividends. Arun Kumar Malhotra, fine. And what you call A.K. Malik is fine. And one more person was there now who was looking up the court cases, one Sardarji, Sarbjit Singh, Sukhwinder Singh, such type of people. To be very clear, and instead of getting confused with all rest of the things, court is the last resort. Court, because if you want to pay for the court fee, because there are many advocates, but if you want somebody smart to handle, it runs into lakhs of rupees. And Supreme Court judge, it's like something like Kapil Sibbal and all. There are many other people also who are smart enough, but the knack of getting things done, you people know it better that how the court runs also. Not all, some places it works. But only thing is that if you have people like that, we have to keep that legal part of it as the last resort. Then when, as somebody has said, and I really appreciate that person also, collectively we are rich. Individually people might be poor, but collectively we are very rich. So, if everybody starts contributing as per their might, we will be in a position to gather of money for a noble cause. And what always comes to my mind is, I told Mr. Ramakrishna also, who happens to be the National Commission member from Telangana, in the BJP he is the National Commission member. I told him also, when Prime Minister had come here, he had a meeting in Parade Ground. I told him, about 150 or 200 people, retired employees and people who are still in service, they are likely to join, provided you just allow us to meet the Prime Minister. We'll just take 15 minutes and explain to him. But anyway, I don't want to say anything about that. It didn't work. Why? Because the person who takes up the case also should be bothered about the problem. Because he was not affected, and that day especially, when the Prime Minister was coming, he was too busy because he was the person who was looking after the event management. The complete Parade Ground event management was taken care by him. So, that was a decent opportunity which we lost. So, what I feel is, many people are connected with big peoples in one way or another. what we have to see, either Mr. Amit Shah or Prime Minister. Only these two people, because if you go to MPs means, first of all, they should be very powerful sort of a people. But if these people go, like we go and request, this way if they say, it is not going to work. So instead of wasting our time going through, let people make efforts from their own way, but we have to go directly either to Amit Shah or to Mr. Narendra Modi, so that, why I am telling is, many people have their own, what you call, connections, they can do wonders. Lot many people are there who are untapped. So once they show their smartness, either through their relatives or through their friends, if we are able to beat Amit Shah or Prime Minister and drive home the point, yes, this is the thing. Why? Because if it was not that easy, I wouldn't have told. It's easy for us. Why? Because we have got a case which we can refer. You just compare Indian Airlines or Air India with Pawan Hans. Pawan Hans Helicopter Corporation, those people, how many years of service they have done to the people or for the sake of country. You see, when you wanted to evacuate people from Kuwait and all, we have helped them. And as it's mentioned in your book also, that we were almost like second line of defense. So what we have to do is see that these type of things, like directly meeting and getting it. When Pawan Hans has got, when Airport Authority has got, Airport Authority, our sister concern, if we can call it, but they are not our competitors, they are not directly into aviation, but they are connected because they are doing the ground services. When such type of people, I am not against them, it's their smartness they got. They had a very smart leader. What was his name? He used to come to Hyderabad also. So that person, I saw his commitment, and ultimately he could get pension for them. In my first meeting itself, when we had a meeting with Mr. Sunil Arora, our CMD, I raked up the issue. Then what he did, he just looked at General Secretary Mr. Soman and our President Mr. Samresh Basurai, Calcutta. He was All India President. He was looking at up. That means there was something which might have taken place. Arey, what is this? This new fellow has come and started asking. So then when I looked at Mr. Soman, then he told, with his eyes, he just told, Khamosh bait jao bolke. Then immediately after the meeting, I asked, now I'll let you know more. He was telling. I'm not blaming this by either Mr. Samresh Basurai or Soman. Something fishy has surely taken place, because this amount which was taken from the employees, it was misused for some better prospects for the people who were, they were the beneficiaries. In fact, something mischief they have played, and that was the reason everything. If we had a committed and strong leader who could have pulled them, then it was not easy. Because if somebody is hand in glove, and our own people who are in the helm of affairs, if they start doing in this way, something fishy has, I'm sure that something fishy has taken place. That's the reason suddenly things have changed. Later on became a contributive sort of a thing. It was that. Anyway, I don't want to take much of the time. Guru Raj is supposed to say so many things. In the gist, I just request all the people who have attended, use your influences, see that somewhere or other, I am making my efforts. I am making my efforts somehow to see that either through we'll get hold of Mr. Amit Shah's audience or Mr. What you call our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi ji. We'll see that lot many people are connected. Like Mr. Rajesham is there nowadays. He's doing lot of running around with leaders. We have lot many people who are well connected. So somehow we have to use that this one and see that we directly go, tell, speak to them, because they are not aware, and the numbers is not much. When compared to rest of the central government, they think that अरे इनको देने पे लाखों रुपए हो जाएंगे. So the number about airlines employee is as roughly you have mentioned, I think it's 44,000 odd. So the beneficiaries will be only that much into 4. If 44,000 is there, बोल तो उनकी बीवी, उनके 2 बच्चे minimum लगा, it works. But that is not paid to all, na? It's been only paid to 44,000 employees. Let's hope and pray that a good day will come. I'm sure the date is, as Mr. Arun Kumar was also very assertive, and he told, yes, one day we are going to get both. He is also very well connected, because I have seen him when he was in ACU. He is well connected, and let's hope we arrange for a few more people who are very strong enough to drive home the point and see that it reaches the correct ears, either Mr. Amit Shah or Mr. Modi, and let's hope and pray. That's all. So nice of so many people coming here, because it's a tough this one. I know about the traffic jams and all. So many people have made for this function. So nice of you. And Gururaj's sister is also there. I forgot to mention. She is also doing great things. Through Mr. Gururaj, I came to know she is helping Gururaj. So that way, it's all silent prayers of so many people, and there are so many people who are. I should have mentioned about Mr. Sudhir in the initial stages itself. Sudhir is one. Mr. Sudhir and Mr. Shankar Narayan. These are the people who are instrumental. They are always doing something or other for the sake of either pension or encouraging Mr. Gururaj. Whatever possible from their side they are trying to do. One is Mr. Sudhir and Mr. Sudhakar. Like that, so many people are there who are silently helping. But special mention should be made about Mr. Sudhir and Sudhakar, Shankar Narayan also. And my special thanks to all the people who have gathered. Let's hope and pray that we get the pension as fast as possible.
Thanks, Mohan Kumar. Good speech. And it's a good beginning. Today is All India Pensioners Day. In fact, we have chosen this date of 17th December in coincidence with All India Pensioners Day. It's a good beginning today. The first step has started, and we will certainly sure we will win and we'll see that we get the fruits. As Mr. Mohan Kumar said, शायद पेंशन मिलना आसान ही है, मगर अमित शाह का अपॉइंटमेंट मिलना तो नामुमकिन है. मुश्किल है, बहुत मुश्किल है. And before I could ask author Mr. Gururaj to say a few words, I'll ask Mr. Ravinder to come and say a few.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhir, for giving me opportunity to talk. And as you know, pension is something which everybody wants. Nobody will say that I don't want pension. That is everybody's interest. That is why on a short call, so many people have arrived, and so many people maybe could not come for some reason. Maybe they think that some transport problem or something. But anyhow, everybody is interested, and as far as I know, it is sure that we are going to get. It may be late, okay, so I agree with that, because many forces have entered the field. Mr. Mohan Kumar is one such a great person who is also in the field. He is doing his own efforts, I know that. Maybe not openly, but secretively. Because he is a leader, and a leader knows that when it comes to public benefit, a leader stands up. He will never shrink his responsibility. Mr. Sudhir, we know he is also a big leader, and of course he is not a leader, but he is a activist, a strong activist, I can say that. Yourself, Mr. Gururaj, because he was on the management side purely, but doesn't mean that he was not an activist. He was activist while in management also. He was helping the leaders to achieve certain things. giving information, not secret information, but something which can benefit the employees, the ground level employees. And some things he has helped me also when I was there. You know, you forgotten. But he has made so much effort. That is important, because if you don't have that commitment for the public, if you think about yourself, selfish, then you cannot do that. Even if you want to pretend also, I don't think you can do that. You need to have the commitment. Yes. So you need to have the commitment to do such things. Burning the midnight oil and writing a book. From various sources he has got the information. And if any leader wants to do any good, just he will refer that book. It's a like Bible now. It has become a Bible for the pensions. I think Madam has helped him. I should thank her also. So I think wherever you are, everybody will bless you for this. Okay, Madam. So this is this book. Before this book, there was an official letter written by Arun Kumar. You know Arun Kumar very well. He is very connected. BJP is very BJP activist, and he was an advisor to Akali Dal. Akali Dal. So even the parliamentary party, he was the secretary of the Akali Dal party members at that time, when some years back, when BJP, when Congress was in power. So now now also he is active. I believe he tried to contest for MLA. He lost the elections. So, but still he is still active. Though he is a defeated MLA, but still he is very active in politics. He can do things, and only thing is he needs support from us. We will all support him in every way. And from my side, there is one angle which I think should work. Apart from this 1994 scheme, which is discontinued, and for which legal options we have got, so that how it was discontinued without the leaders signing on it. Leaders signed when it was started. The scheme was started, the leaders have put a signature on that. When the scheme is changed abruptly, or for whatever reasons, maybe it is not fiscally possible or whatever reason, but it should have the approval of the leaders, or it should have the approval of the employees, which was not done. Or even if it was done, I think it is under duress, if anybody has signed it. Employees who have signed it, it was under duress. Nobody wanted to sign a scheme which is changed from a good benefit to a bad benefit. Who will change? Who will sign it? So as an employee, you are always afraid of the management. Suppose you don't sign it, they will take revenge on you. They will throw you out of the gate, something like that. So employee is always a weak person, vulnerable person. So that vulnerability has to shown to the court. Because of that, the scheme has been amended, changed to the detriment of the employee. And the thing is, second PRC, as far as second PRC is concerned, they are guaranteed 30% basic plus DA. So out of the 30% which you have, of course, it is debatable that whether second PRC is applicable to us or not. But considering second PRC is not applicable to us, we can ask only the pension benefit to be given under the second PRC. Only the second pension. In that, how will be benefit is 30% basic plus DA is the superannuation benefits that is allocated as per the DP circular. So out of the 30, 10% they are given to our PF contributions, management contributions. 4% they are given to the gratuity. Whatever gratuity we have taken, it works out to 4% of the basic plus DA. And then 7% is working out for the medical. Whatever domiciliary treatment and the hospitalization, total together, average they worked out as 7%. So total is 21%. Balance 9% is remaining. That 9% is supposed to be the government's contribution towards the pension. So if they contribute 9% and you contribute the PF that you have taken, suppose you have taken it, that contribution, if you give lump sum of good amount, maybe 40% or 50% of your last drawn pay is possible to get as provision. It is possible this way. What I am telling is supporting this book, this scheme, that is 1994 scheme which is discontinued. This is only a supporting one. Based on this also you can argue that why can't we get the second PRC benefit of 9% and put it on this scheme which is dead and give us the benefit. So that is one way. The other one is what do you say, government is contributing 18% to the UPS scheme now, what they are going to roll out from April 1, 2025. 18% they are giving, means government is contributing 18% apart from the PF amount that they have contributed. Because of that, they are able to get a good pensions. The UPS, because they were asking for OPS. OPS is not possible, so they worked out UPS, Unified Pension Scheme. So 18% when government is contributing for the government, central government employees, I don't think it is wrong for the central government to contribute for the central public sector employees. Maybe 9% only. If they are contributing 8%, 18% there, why can't you contribute 9% to the central public sector employees? Which is, even if it is in losses, it is not because of the employees, it is because of the policies that the government has taken, which is for the welfare, because it is a welfare state, you are making so many concessions and everything, and you are making the PSU to go into losses. For example, BSNL was not given 4G, the competitor Airtel was given 4G. Whose fault it was? It was the government's fault. So when you are not made it competitive, and then you wanted it to run, how is it possible? So based on this, we can ask for the at least 9% contribution from the government, which will give us a good pension with the DA. With the dearness allowance, we can get the pensions. So that is my thing, and I will be working out on that, giving support to maybe Arun Kumar and Mr. Gurraj. We all will work together along with you and Mr. Sudhir. We are a good team. I think for Hyderabad itself is sufficient. But again, Arun Kumar is there to support us. We'll work out. And I thank you very much, Mr. Gurraj, for having taken so much of, at your age, you know, you are senior to me by at least 20 years, I think so. 67. 67, acha, okay. Not much, okay. So you are worked out, anyhow. That efforts is, because I think you are disciplined, we are not disciplined. We are not as disciplined as you are. So because of anyhow, thank you so much, and for giving benefit and organizing this event, because this hall is also you got free because of your good friend Mr. Sudhakar. Acha, Sudhakar has arranged it. Okay, good. Because getting a place in the central part of the city, so that it is convenient for everybody to come here, and they also wanted to see what is this Thygarayaganasabha. They have come here. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sudhir, for giving the opportunity.
Thanks, Ravinder. Before I could ask Mr. Gurraj Author to say a few words, I could see Mr. R.L. Narsimham, B.B.T. Sundaram, Rajesham, Mr. Ravinder Nath. Anybody? Mr. Anybody wish to say a few words? Please come on to the dais. Mr. D.P.N. Murthy, please come. Rai Shankar. I request Mr. Ravindranath to be on dais.
Good evening to all. See, my basic, as soon as we are retired, we are expected to have the pension, some way or other. And we were governed by with the central government, public sector government by rules. So as we are compared to government functions, we are supposed to get the pension. But we are governed by the central government public sector rules, corporation rules, like HAL, HMT, BHEL, and ECAL, etc. We are the public sector people and the central government. As they are getting at least that EPFO, Employee Provident Fund, we are supposed to get in the similar manner. Leave about other things what they have collected from us. They have collected, and our finance department people, they have not deposited that money timely to the LIC. That's why they are reluctant to extend that pension, whatever it was promised. But we should be compared with the other public sector people who are governed by the central government. On that grounds, probably we can have a better say along with other people like HAL, HMT, BHEL and ECIL. They are also governed by the central government public sector people. This is what I wanted to just emphasize, and remaining other things our colleagues had already told. So I don't want to take much time of you, but you can think in this angle. That is what I think. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks, Rajesham Garu. I was waiting for one union leader to come. He just arrived. I request Mr. SPD Sudhakar to come on the dais and say few words. Sudhakar. Mr. Sudhakar was ex-ACU trade union leader, and he will say few words about the pension and Gurraj's book.
All my dear colleagues of erstwhile Indian Airlines and Air India, today I am here because of our great friends, Mr. Sudhir, Mr. Gurraj, and Mr. Mohan Kumar, and all others. I am extremely sorry I am not prepared to talk anything here. I have not gone through even his book, to be frankly. So I have no words to say anything. But anyway, he has done a good compilation, good analysis of all the documents or all the information available with him, and he did a very wonderful job. But we have to see how far it is useful for our colleagues, how far we can derive the benefit out of it, how best we can utilize this book and reach it to various sources. కొంచెం తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్తాను. ఈ బుక్ ఎవరో ఒక మహాపురుషుడి చేతిలో పడాలి, దాని యొక్క వాల్యూ తెలుసుకోవాలి, దాంట్లో ఉన్న ఆవేదన తెలుసుకోవాలి, దానివల్ల మనకి ఏదైనా మేలు జరగాలి. ఇట్ షుడ్ హ్యాపెన్ త్రూ ఏ మిరాకిల్ ఓన్లీ, అదర్వైజ్ దేర్ ఈజ్ నో అదర్ వే. ఎవరో ఒక మహాపురుషుడు, ఇది ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఫైనాన్స్ మినిస్టర్ కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఇంకోళ్ళు కావచ్చు, ఎవరో ఒకళ్ళ చేతిలో పడాలి. ఈ బుక్ వాళ్ళు కొంచెం టైం స్పెండ్ చేసి, మనకే ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు, మనమే చదవలేదు, మరి వాళ్ళు చదువుతారని మనం ఎట్లా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. ఇట్స్ అవర్ బేసిక్ డ్యూటీ టు గో త్రూ ద బుక్ అండ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ అండ్ టు అసిమిలేట్ అండ్ గివ్ ఎ ఫ్యూ వర్డ్స్ హియర్ which I am failing in my duty. But I wish and hope that it should fall into some good hands and they should do some good work. మన ఆవేదన అర్థం చేసుకొని వాళ్ళు దీనికి ఏదైనా ఒక రూపకల్పన చేసి మనకు సొల్యూషన్ ఇస్తారని చెప్పి నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను. మనం అందరం కూడా అదే ప్రార్థించాలి. మరి గురువాజీ ఇంత మంచి వర్క్ చేశాడు, ఇంత మంచి కంపైలేషను, ఇంత మంచి అనాలిసిస్ చేసి మన ముందు ఉంచాడు. మనం ఎవ్వరం చేయలేని పని, నిజంగా మనం అంత టైం స్పెండ్ చేయలేదు. హీ హ్యాస్ స్పెండ్ అట్లీస్ట్ 3 to 4 years on this work and he has done a wonderful job. Everyone should appreciate and everyone should go through it and also write your opinions to various authorities, various sources. మనకు ఎక్కడెక్కడ రీచ్ ఉంటే మనం అక్కడల్లా దీని గురించి మనం వాళ్ళకి చెప్పి రాసి మనకు కావాల్సిన ఫైనల్ సొల్యూషన్ దీంట్లో మనం తీసుకురావాల్సిన బాధ్యత మన అందరి మీద ఉంది అని నేను విన్నవించుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ గివింగ్ మీ దిస్ నైస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ.
Thanks, Sudhakar. I request Mr. Ravindranath to say a few words.
Welcome to all the colleagues of my erstwhile Indian Airlines and Air India. It was a very, very precious moment for me when today morning I saw, and then I was keeping it in mind today to come and attend this. The compilation and the tremendous work which Mr. Gururaj has been doing for the last 2 and 3 years, it has resulted in an object. Now it is for us to take this object to the various folds or various forum so that even 10% of it materializes, it's a miracle, and I pray God that we all should be benefited by this. Because of the hard work which he has done and brought up this book is really astonishing. It is a stupendous task, and I really appreciate and I really congratulate Guru Raj and his team and all Sudhir, Mohan Bhai, Sudhakar, everybody gave them the motivation to complete it. Now it is completed and it has been formed in a book-like manner. Our duty as retired employees, all brethren, to simplify or exhort it to other members who are in the limelight. Today, fortunately, we are having our own AP Minister as Naidu as the Honorable Civil Aviation Minister. He is also very easily accessible in different forums. So we have to work out from our side, and I hope and pray that this hard work of it materializes and benefits every retired employee. With this, I congratulate and thank him for his stupendous work which he has done. Thank you.
Thanks, Ravindranath Garu. I request Mr. P. Sudarshan, Mr. B.H. Sudarshan Garu, Mr. B.H. Sudarshan Garu, Andhra Bank Union Leader and brother-in-law of Mr. Gurraj. Sir, I request you to please come and dais and share your views.
Good evening to all comrades. I can say that my brother-in-law has taken so much pains to review the total book and about pension from basic, from when it has started and how it has come to existence. All those things he has taken care. And in particular with Air India employees, how they have gone through it and how to again what we say that to see that other employees may get benefit for it. All those things he might have put. I have gone just 2-3 pages only there, and in between I used to read. So I think I congratulate him after his so much difficulty also he has able to go through all those matter through net, and he has published a book. Means I congratulate him and thank you for giving an opportunity.
Thanks, sir. Anybody wish to say, Murthy? Narsimhangaru? Anybody wish to say a few words? Please come, please come. He is from Simulator City.
నమస్కారం. ముందు నా గురించి నేను పరిచయం చేసుకుంటాను. సిమ్యులేటర్ సెక్షన్లో సిమ్యులేటర్ ఇండియన్ ఎయిర్లైన్స్లో జాయిన్ అయ్యి ఎయిర్ ఇండియా నుంచి సిమ్యులేటర్ సెక్షన్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్గా రిటైర్ అయ్యాను. కొంత పరిచయం ఇండియన్ ఎయిర్లైన్స్ తోటి ఎయిర్ ఇండియా తోటి కూడా ఉంది అని నేను చెప్పగలుగుతున్నాను. 34-35 ఇయర్స్ పనిచేసిన తర్వాత ఆ సంస్థకు ఎంతో తన కాళ్ళ మీద తను నిలబడడానికి మనం ఎంతో సహకరించాము. ఈరోజు గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా టాటా వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చుకోగలిగిందంటే దాంట్లో మన శ్రమ ఎంతో ఉంది. కాబట్టి దాని నుంచి మనకి ఏదైనా బెనిఫిట్ రావాలంటే మనం హక్కుగా తీసుకునే అవకాశం కూడా ఉంది. అయితే లా ఏం చెప్తుంది, అసలు మనకు ఈ ప్రొవిజన్ ఉందా లేదా, లా ఫెసిలిటేట్ చేస్తుందా లేదా, కొంత పరిచయం ఏర్పరచుకున్నాను లా గురించి. రిటైర్ అయ్యే సమయంలో కొడుకు తప్పు చేస్తే తండ్రిని వాడు చేసిన దానికి పెనాల్టీ ఏదైతే ఉందో తండ్రి నుంచి ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తుంటారు. అది న్యాచురల్ లా. వికారియస్ లయబిలిటీ కింద ఇండియన్ ఎయిర్లైన్స్ ఆర్ ఎయిర్ ఇండియా, ఇట్ వాజ్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ సోల్లీ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ఎయిర్ ఇండియా ఏదైతే హామీ ఇచ్చిందో ఎంప్లాయీస్కి, అది నిర్వర్తించలేనప్పుడు దాన్ని తప్పకుండా కార్యరూపంలో తీసుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియాకు ఉంది. బికాస్ ఎయిర్ ఇండియా వాజ్ ఓన్డ్ బై గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ఎయిర్ ఇండియా చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్క నిర్ణయానికి గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ ఇట్. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దాట్ ఎయిర్ ఇండియా ఎంప్లాయీస్కి హామీ ఇచ్చింది, ఎస్ విల్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ ది pension. That was the proposal. Air India employees, they have accepted it. They were reciprocated. Proposer is there and acceptor is there. ఈ కాంట్రాక్ట్ యాక్ట్ కింద ఈ రెండు ఉన్న తర్వాత యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు పే సమ్ అమౌంట్ టువర్డ్స్ దట్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ కన్సిడరేషన్. ది యాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ కాంట్రాక్ట్ యాక్ట్ సేస్ if there is a proposer, there is an acceptor, and the consideration is there, the contract is being finalized. Any violation to that, it is a clear violation of the Contract Act. They proposed it, we accepted it, we paid the money. The contract was complete. Then who violated it? It is the Air India. When Air India has violated it, then who has to compensate for that? ఎవరు చేయాలి? ఈరోజు యాక్చువల్గా నాకు పెన్షన్ వస్తుందనే ఉద్దేశంతో, ఆ నమ్మకంతో నాకు వచ్చిన డబ్బులన్నీ చెప్పేసి నేను వేరే చోట ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేశాను. నౌ యూ గాన్ బ్యాక్ ఆన్ ద వర్డ్, దెన్ హౌ am I supposed to survive? సో హూ హ్యాస్ టు, ఎవరు ఈ హామీని నిలబెట్టుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత ఉంది? ఇట్ ఈస్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద డాక్ట్రిన్ ఆఫ్ ఎస్టోఫిల్ ఇస్ దేర్. వన్స్ సెడ్ ఇట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ సెడ్ ఫర్ ఆల్, వన్స్ ఫర్ ఆల్. సో డాక్ట్రిన్ ఆఫ్ ఎస్టోఫిల్ ప్రకారం మీరు ఇచ్చిన హామీని నిలబెట్టుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత తప్పకుండా గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా మీద ఉంది. కాంట్రాక్ట్ యాక్ట్ ప్రకారమైనా వీ హ్యావ్ కంప్లీటెడ్ ద కాంట్రాక్ట్ టర్మ్స్ అండ్ కండిషన్స్, and the contract is being made. It is finalized and sealed. It cannot be violated by any person. That to be from one party నుంచి, అంటే ఒక పార్టీ నుంచి వాళ్ళు సింగిల్ హ్యాండెడ్గా we are going to extend the pension, you give the money అని చెప్పేసి మనం మనీ ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత now we are not giving అని చెప్పడానికి అవకాశం లేనే లేదు. It is a clear violation of Contract Act. So we have a reason to fight, and we have contributed for the survival of the Air India or Indian Airlines. దానిలో అది అలా నిలబడడానికి, ఎయిర్ ఇండియాకు ఎయిర్టెల్ టాటా వాళ్ళకు దారదత్తం చేయడానికి, అందులో మన కష్టం ఉండడం వల్లనే అది ఆ రూపంలో నిలబడింది. అది టాటా వాళ్ళకి దారదత్తం చేయబడింది. మన కష్టాన్ని మనం తీసుకోవడానికి, ఎందుకంటే మన యూత్, మన జీవితం ఒక యావరేజ్లో ఒక 70 years బతుకుతామంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ 35-40 years మనం మన శ్రమను అక్కడనే దారబోసేసాం, మన జీవితాన్ని దారబోసేసాం. మరి మనం వెతుక్కోవాల్సింది కూడా అక్కడనే. అక్కడి నుంచే మన జీవితం, మనం లేవలేని పరిస్థితుల్లో, మన జీవితం ముందుకు నడవాల్సిన పరిస్థితుల్లో ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకోవాలి? ఎక్కడైతే మనం కష్టపడ్డామో అక్కడి నుంచే తీసుకోవాలి. My children will be telling, you worked there. When I wanted you, you were in the office. నాకు ఇక్కడ కడుపులు వస్తున్నప్పుడు, కాళ్ళు వస్తున్నప్పుడు నువ్వు ఎక్కడున్నావు? యు వర్ దేర్ ఇన్ ద ఆఫీస్ వర్కింగ్ ఫర్ ఇట్. నాకు ఈ పరిస్థితిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను ఆఫీస్కి వెళ్ళిపోవాలని చెప్పేసి వెళ్ళిపోయావు. నౌ వై షుడ్ ఐ టేక్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ యూ? గో బ్యాక్ టు యువర్ ఆఫీస్. నీవు అక్కడ నీ జీవితాన్ని ఎక్కడ దారబోసావు, నీ జీవితాన్ని కూడా అక్కడి నుంచే వెతుక్కో. This is what actually the children are telling now. Then rightfully we have to demand and get back our dutiful మనకుండే జీవనాధారం మనం అక్కడి నుంచి సంపాదించుకోవాలి. కాబట్టి మీకు క్లుప్తంగా నేను చెప్పాలనుకుంటుంది ఏంటంటే, doctrine of extra field prakaram, once they have given the harming, then it is their job to see that it is enforced. They cannot escape from that. Second point, even if you are referring to the Contract Act, వాళ్ళు ప్రపోజ్ చేశారు, మనం యాక్సెప్ట్ చేసాము, కావాల్సిన డబ్బులు కూడా ఇచ్చాము. వాళ్ళు ఎల్ఐసిలో కట్టారా లేకపోతే ఇంకో చోట కట్టారా, చేయలేకపోయారా, అదంతా కూడా దట్ ఈస్ దేర్ మిస్టేక్. Why should we get punished for it? So we have got only one thing. We have to go and ask, approach the right person, say that, okay, this is what you have given the word, it is up to you actually, you have to implement it. So మనకు లా తప్పకుండా సపోర్ట్ ఉంది. మనలో ఎంతోమంది అనుభవజ్ఞులు ఉన్నారు. ఇండియన్ ఎయిర్లైన్స్ని, ఎయిర్ ఇండియాను తప్పకుండా దాన్ని నిలబెట్టిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళ జీవితాలను సాక్రిఫైస్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. ప్రతి కోణంలో ఎయిర్ ఇండియాలో ఉపయోగపడిన ప్రతి ట్రేడ్లో ఉష్ణాతులు ఉన్నారు, ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ పీపుల్ ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళందరూ కలిసి ఒక కమిటీ లాగా ఫామ్ అయ్యి ఇన్పుట్స్ ఇస్తే తప్పకుండా ఇట్ కెన్ బి క్యారీడ్ ఫార్వర్డ్. ఈరోజు పిల్లల మీద ఆధారపడాలి అని అంటే, ఎవరికైతే మనం ఇచ్చామో వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి ఒక 10 రూపాయల దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళేసి చేయి చాపాలని అంటే మరణం కన్నా ఎక్కువ కష్టతరంగా ఉంది. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ టైమ్, ఇఫ్ వీ క్యాన్ కమ్ టుగెదర్, ఫైట్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఇట్ క్యాన్ బీ అచీవ్డ్. దే ఆర్ నాట్ డెఫినెట్లీ డూయింగ్ ఎనీ ఫేవర్ టు అస్. We worked for it. We have every right to get back our right. For that reason, actually mentioning these 3 possibilities, referring to the law provisions, I wanted to just thank everybody for giving me this opportunity and listening to me. And among us, so many advocates are there, legal experts are there, and financial experts are there, and the law existing at the time, the rules existing at the time, వాటితోటి ఫెమిలియారిటీ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు చాలామంది ఉన్నారు. అండ్ ఈ సంస్థను నిలబెట్టిన ఎంతోమంది యోధులు ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళని తలుసుకుంటే సాధ్యం కాదంటూ ఏదీ లేదు. బట్ ఎక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం అంటే, మనం ఎంత డిటర్మైండ్గా ఉన్నాం మన రైట్ను మనం తీసుకోవడానికి. నాకు ఇంకా వేరే ఏ సంస్థ తెలియదు. నేను కాలేజ్ నుంచి డైరెక్ట్గా నేను ఇదే సంస్థలోకి వచ్చాను. ఈ సంస్థని రిటైర్డ్ అయిపోయాను. నా యొక్క యూత్ అంతా కూడా ఇందులోనే పెట్టేశాను. నా జీవితం ఇందులో పెట్టేశాను. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? తిరిగి వెళ్ళేసాను. నో పెన్షన్ ఈజ్ దేర్. ఐ స్పెండ్ ఆల్ మై మనీ యాక్చువల్లీ ఆన్ ద చిల్డ్రన్, because it is my social responsibility. It is my legal responsibility. It is my constitutional responsibility to take care of my children and my parents. I spent on that. Then where I am supposed to end up? So I did not get my value back. I have every right to claim it. Every one of us, we are coming together. Yes, we can achieve it. And how much we can do is, that depends not on the government of India or any constitution or any legal thing. How much we are determined. If we are determined, we will achieve it. And if we are not, we will definitely fail it. But law gives a provision. Law is with us. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rambabu from CTE Simulator section. In fact, he was referring about the applicability of contract, Indian Contract Act. Certainly, we'll make sure we'll take this point. Now, I request our author, Mr. Gurraj, to say a few words.
Now, my mind is totally confused. How many points? How many points? Which one to say first? Which one to say last? I don't know. But okay, I'll talk at I'll talk randomly. Okay. Hope I'll talk randomly, right? Whatever points I get in my mind, I'll speak. I remember that famous six blind men in the elephant story. Like now, each blind man touches one part of the elephant. He has his own imagination. He says, for trunk, he says it's a tree. One guy touches a tail. He says it is a broomstick. A guy touches a ear. He says it's a winnowing fan. Like that, each one has his own story. Finally, nothing is correct. Only when they open their eyes, see, all can see only elephant, nothing else. Like that, pension issue also, I was thinking in the beginning stages, each one knows one aspect very nicely and they highlight on that. So I myself knew about this pension only after my retirement. Otherwise, I was also literally like a layman only, nothing more, nothing less. Only the last 4.5 years, I was slowly getting into it. I came to know, and I saw everything is in favor of us. Only I was confident to go for a book, because we have made several representations. We and Sudhir, myself, and all now, we used to make a lot of representations. Sudhir used to call that meet that minister also, Minister of State for Home. Now he is what is he? Kishan Reddy. Like that, Ashok, commercial Ashok. Each one could influence somebody or other. What happened at the time, I used to draft all the representation. Several points I gathered, but we went up to Prime Minister. I got even acknowledgement from the Prime Minister's office also for having received. Now what happened to all those representations, where it is? So I thought this time I will not do any representation. I'll write a book, I thought, because book means it will be there permanently forever. That is the reason why I went for a book. Doesn't matter, it may take a toll of my health, doesn't matter, I thought. So I went for a book only for that reason. Now, Ravinath, you retired as Chief Managed Security, no? Chief Managed Security or Deputy GM? Yeah, okay, just sorry. If you don't mind me getting into personal, may I know your pension, how much you are drawing quarterly or annuity, just for, because I want to say something very, very interesting and useful. 6,000. You know how much a chief manager in NABARD gets pension? 2 lakhs per month he gets pension. Where are we and where are they? See, in our own per month, in our own country there is such a hell of a lot of difference. So that is the state of affairs we are in. That all those things prompted me to go for this book. Any aircraft engineer here? No, aircraft engineer from the rank of aircraft engineer who came up to Rajesham, you similar to said, that means it's almost like non-technical only, no? Right, okay. Even though you may get some good PLI, still not aircraft engineer. See, I made a distinction between non-technical and licensed and non-licensed category. Some people in other WhatsApp, Delhi WhatsApp group, no, they criticize me. Oh, you are segregating like that. It's not correct. I didn't segregate for segregation's sake. The purpose only I segregated, and not only that. After that, I said, I don't have anything against them. Only for purpose of statistics and calculation, I have made the distinction. See, engineers, they get fantastic PLI, right? And our basic, we have missed 2 wage agreements. You know, engineers, what they did, whenever wage agreement was due, they used to, as usual, they used to do that to Murdabad. They know the tricks. Management will come out with something. Management can't afford to lose even a single engineer, because they are very precious. Engineers are pilots. They also played a trick. Okay, both played tricks. How you know? Engineers played when there is a wage increase time, they used to make all gudbad. We also need settled wage or demands. What management did now? Instead, they gave fantastic PLI. That's why they happen to get second PLI, third PLI like that. I referred everything in the book comfortably. So go through the book. You'll have. I tell you, I was surprised. That's why now I went for the book. Every paper. These are the papers what I got. The book is nothing but a compilation from these papers only. Nothing but that. So every time they used to make gudbad, management simply say, second PLI, third PLI like that. Why, after 1994, there was a complete, for Indian Airlines, especially Indian Airlines Air India, there is complete stoppage of charter of demands, right? I think 2007 is the last one, right? After that, they didn't do anything. How many years passed? We should have had 2 charters. They didn't give. That way, charter they didn't give even for engineers or pilots. That was comfortable for management because they will give pilots for a PLI, they will give PLI for pilots and engineers. But for us, they simply refused everything. Even though AC leaders are there, I can tell that. Even though AC demanded PLI, they simply said, no, company is going in loss. You cannot get PLI. Simple. They even cut the PLI also. They even cut it to half, 50%, right? No, for us. Okay, and not only that, even the increment also they cut. The cumulative effect of the basic not seeing its increase. Everywhere it hits, everywhere it hits. When your basic, now you compare your basic with somebody equivalent in bank or LIC or any PSC, they are far ahead. I'll tell you, I'm shamelessly, I'll tell you, my wife is, she took VR as a HGA, that is equivalent to grade 9 in our Indian Airlines or Air India. Our basic when he took VR, 1 lakh basic. How much is my basic then I made a comparison of all cadres and LIC and Air India or Indian Airlines. Okay, combined Air India, still Air India. Sorry, combined Air India. Deputy GM in Air India gets less than, his gross is less than HGA, grade 9 in LIC. Just think how it will be. That is the state of affairs. Why? Because we didn't see 2 wage increases. And we are stagnant for nearly 20 years. That affects everywhere. That affects when your basic is less. If you are applying for a loan, some bank loan, how much you will get? Housing loan, how much you will get? And your PF accumulation is stunted. It doesn't grow at all. PF doesn't grow at all. Our equivalent in banks get more than 1 crore when they retire as PF accumulation itself, apart from 60,000-70,000 per month pension. We know how much we get. So, seeing all this, I have come out with this book. Everything has taking to only one point. See, at least some of us are lucky to have our, like SPT Sudhakar, myself, Mohan Kumar, have working partner who are working in central government or good company, good central government. Okay, at least some compensation is there. There are some people like Bhakta here, who is a lone breadwinner, and unfortunately he got married late. His child is still studying. How much he must be suffering? Or source Bhakta. Bhakta is here now. Bhakta. Okay. So I didn't want to pull out names, but still I am forced to, because a live example will be more, that will be gripping. Definitely, that's why. So, because of no wage increase, our basic is less. So you apply for loan or bank loan outside, you get a pittance actually. And our own loan, nothing. Our loans are stopped with 98 only. Our loan. I was the last person to get housing loan. I got in 98. That's all. After that, no housing loan at all. Ramon will house for it. One, no, right? 98 is the last, right? No housing loan. That too, it was only 3 lakhs at that time. Nothing. Even at that time, I had to take a non-refundable withdrawal of PF 50,000 to complete my flat. That is state of affairs we were in. So I can definitely empathize with our brethren and colleagues, the way they are struggling. Silently they are suffering because while they were in service, they led a grand life. Now they cannot lead a beggarly life. At least outwardly they have to put a show. So that is all the more painful, no? See, in up to mid-80s, Indian Airlines, Air India was more than LIC or banks, I am telling you, more than LIC, up to mid-80s. After that, it started coming down gradually. See, 94 is a watermark year for our airlines, because 94 is a year when our pension was signed, that our annuity scheme was signed. 1494. 94 is the year when our PLA started. The beauty is when PLA started, see, engineers have a reason to jump, because their PLA runs in thousands, even lakhs, now lakhs. What is our non-technical PLA? Thousands. For that only we jumped. At the time when, EPFO approached Air India Bombay, will you become member? At the time, they cut two hoods because they were all in cloud line. They are all immersed in PLA. PLA is the thing which you will get next month. Whereas pension, only when somebody retires, that is after 30 years. Who bothers about pension? That's the reason everyone didn't bother about pension. They bother about pension only in 2000, the year 2000, because at the time only ACU cadre came to know that pilots and engineers were enjoying maximum benefit, and management was cutting at the slightest opportunity. Management was cutting for us. They are not actually increasing, or they are cutting actually. That is state of affairs. We ACU cadre or IAOA, whatever is in, that is non-licensed cadre. So I can quote so many things like that. If you read the book, everything is there. Now I don't remember so many points simultaneously now. So I think I'll stop with this. You read the book, definitely you will come to know. Don't stop reading the book. Read the book. Every page, I feel I have done revision, 10 times revision. Sudhir knows how many times I put in WhatsApp and taken back. 10 times I have revised. At least dozen times I would have revised it. The book has come to this shape. And now only the beginning, now only we are making beginning for pension, I'll say. So all that I'll say, now only we are making beginning if you are serious enough to take it to higher levels. Harun Malhotra, he told me the other day, he congratulated me, he said, "Sir, I am giving your book to a minister whom I will be meeting next week." I felt very happy. So fast this book is seeing a minister. So I felt very happy with that. I am in touch with Harun Malhotra, A.R. Malik, what's A.R. Malik? A.K. Malik also I am in touch with him. So many WhatsApp group. So when I publish something now, simultaneously 3,000, 4,000 people will come to know. Each group is having 900 members. Shocked. Bombay, Delhi, so many members. So I want to make full use of it, good use of it, for the cause of our colleagues. I'd like to say that much, and I would like to wind up. So I don't think I have strength and stamina to talk further. Thank you. And my request is, each one use your influence. Each one, Mohan can use, Ravindranath can use, SPD can use, who else? Ravinder can use. The other day, Appara asked, now, who will give ceremony? Government has to give, central government only has to give. I am 100% confident. I wrote like that. Then after writing only, I came to know they are also trying for government only. I was surprised. Because now Indian Airlines are no more there. Our organization no more there, no? Now that holding company, what holding company? Holding company is nothing but government. See, one bus, here I'd like to recall one Basumatari, Calcutta. He is from Assam actually, Eastern region. He is the core committee of Retired Pensioners Association. I have mentioned his name. Again, earth-shaking points, legal points. The legal points for trust, our trust now. I tell you, I want to say so many things now actually. Now one points are coming. See, we are blaming only LIC, only management. No. They are initially, the scheme failed because of the actuarial report failing. 5 points, they took, all the points failed. because of that only, as a, what do you call, like that pack of 9 cards falling one after the other, everything fell. Nobody could come to. The thing is, see, those who are familiar with the Dharmadhikari report, or HR, all the policy changes that were made in HR between 2007 and 12, and which are continuing even till, at least till that data sale to Tatas. Every HR policy was followed ditto, copied from Dharmadhikari. Management totally copied Dharmadhikari. I was surprised because I didn't know. When I went through the entire Dharmadhikari report of 195 pages or whatever, then only I came to know that completely they have followed Dharmadhikari. They didn't go inch this way, that way. And for that only they followed Dharmadhikari. And pension scheme was initiated how? In 91. 91, the circular issued by Department of Public Enterprises to all the public sector enterprises. Not only Indian Airlines and India, all the public. And the conditions they are given, ditto even till today, all the public sector enterprises are following. We also followed, but the public sector enterprises, for them, the problem of actual assumptions, actual 5 assumptions going wrong, luckily they didn't arise for them. So they got their pension 40 to 50%. They got their wage increase. Everything. All the public sector are thriving nicely. Okay. For us, unfortunately, where it stopped in one area, we think management has done them. No, management, of course, the mischief done by management is keeping totally silent. And they made that amendments, change the scheme from benefit defined to contribution defined. In that 5-6 changes they made now. They made in secrecy. That's where they made a mistake. Now, I am telling you, after 25 years, EPFO is facing similar situation like what Indian Airlines faced with our superannuation scheme, right? They are also going short of funds. But EPFO, that Commissioner EPFO Vicer, he blew his whistle. I mean, what do you say? What is it? He was a whistleblower. He became whistleblower first. He said, at this rate, if you are drawing for them, they'll be exposed in 2 months' time. For us, it took 3 years' time. 2003, 2002, they said, by 2005, our coffers will be empty. Am I speaking fast? I don't know. 2005, 3 years it will be empty. Whereas EPFO will become empty in 2 months' time flat. Because they cannot withstand. So he became so panicky, he made that amendment of 15,000, that ceiling. First he withdrew the ceiling, anyone can, then only now our people became so happy, oh, you can also get pension 50,000, 60,000 like that. No. If they are going to give like that, EPFO, they have to wash that vessel completely dry. Nothing will be left out in 2 months' time flat. EPFO, in the Supreme Court, when they passed this, what they said to EPFO, no? We have to wait and see. This is not final. We have to wait and see a couple of months whether EPFO can withstand. So EPFO is running with the Supreme Court's warning only. Nothing is decided even in EPFO. That's a central government organization with millions of members, crores of tens of thousands of crores of rupees every year going out and coming in. They are also not comfortable. So what happened to Indian Air India 20 years back, same thing is going to happen to EPFO in a few years' time if they are not careful. If they are going to lift every ceiling and give fantastic, EPFO started why? To help the poor people, not every rich person. Every rich person will take 50, 60,000, 1 lakh even pension. But poor fellow will be on the roads. EPFO started only to help the poor and the lower income group, not everybody. That's why he withdrew the circular, that 619 circular now, that he withdrew 15,000 limit, he again reimposed. And average salary now, 60 months he brought. 60 months average salary if you take, it will be nothing now, 50. Earlier it was 1 year, 12 months salary. He made it 60 months back. Sorry, he brought it afresh 60 months. By 60 months average, if you go, your salary will be less. That means your contribution, government contribution, your contribution will be less. Of course, pension contribution is not from employee, it's from employer. They are allowed to contribute less. So comfortable it is. You have some breather, the coffers will not get empty. If it is again, if they are not going to do that, that way I had to appreciate EPFO. They boldly took a stance. This should come in the, they boldly took a stance to make it 60%, 60 months average salary, and also 15,000 limit they reimposed. They took it off. They took the lid off for some time. They again reimposed because he saw our coffers are getting emptied. That's it. One more thing I want to say. See, this book, if it goes to a proper legal advisor, see, okay, somebody said no point in going to legal. No. He can accelerate going things. See, minister, yes, minister can do wonders definitely. But legal advisor, minister also will ask, is there any case, the court? Let's see which advocate is arguing. If some Sai Deepak kind of guy is arguing, finished, then even minister also will hasten up and sign our pension. So the threat will be there. That's why I said, so kind of guy like Sai Deepak should take up our issue. Then definitely it will be done much for. He will accelerate things. So somebody can take it up to Sai Deepak. That also I told Arun Mehrotra. He said, sir, you'll do that also, sir. He said, he promised. Let us see. Next week he is going to give this book to the minister, and he said he will also go to Sai Deepak. So he said both. I don't know whether he will be able to do, but if he can do it, nothing like it. Definitely we can see our better days ahead, better days much faster. With this, I would like to end my speech. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Gurraj, author of the book. Minutely, he has outlined the points he has mentioned. He has outlined and in conclusion he said, mere holding the book in hand will not get pension. Take sure that. किताब पढ़े तो भी पैसा नहीं मिलता, किताब हाथ में पकड़े तो भी नहीं मिलता, किताब को पूजा करो तो भी पैसा नहीं मिलता. पैसा मिलने के वास्ते एक थ्योरम का advocate चाहिए who can take points from this book and fight the case. That is what he said last. That is. Now the last end of the program, I request two ASU leaders, Mr. SPD Sudhakar and Mohan Kumar, we will conclude the program. So all the three ASU leaders with Gurraj, please come. Okay, 2 seconds. On behalf of retirees of Air India, as a token of gesture, we will just honor him with a shawl. I request Mohan Kumar and SPD to come, and we will give a big memento when really we start getting pension. Now I want to make a last session. As Mr. Ravindranath was mentioning, we are very lucky from our Telugu states. The Civilization Minister, Mr. Naidu, is there to approach Mr. Naidu to get the things done. Civilization Minister, Mr. Naidu, to get the things done. If he can reach Andhra CM Chandrababu Naidu garu, Deputy CM Pawan Kalyan garu, through them we can take an appointment of Mr. Naidu whenever he comes to Hyderabad. We can brief him about this pension. Initially, a few years back, I, Gurraj, and few of us went and gave a memento, representation to Mr. Kishan Reddy and also to MLC Ramchandra Rao. That they are doing it, but still, even recently, I tried to approach Mr. Kishan Reddy with another representation. We will continue to do it with all your support. And this program is coming to an end, and I sincerely thank Mr. Murthy, V.S. Murthy garu, who has given this room free of cost. Approach him also. Civilization Minister is the best because he can listen to our language. And we can, and through Mr. Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan, we can reach him, and through him we can go to Delhi and get the things done. Now program is coming to an end. I thank Mr. Murthy garu, though he is not here today, he is supposed to be on the dais. And I thank Mr. Kasturi Sudhakar for getting this. Yeah. Yeah, I know you. And Mr. Kasturi Sudhakar for arranging this hall free of cost. I thank Mr. Shankar Narayan. Mr. Sudhakar and Shankar Narayan could not attend because of some health problems. And I thank Mr. Bhandari. I thank Mr. Sukhwinder Singh. And I thank each one of you having taken time and attended this and made this program a grand success. Thanks a lot. And one more thing, Mr. G. Rambabu, who spoke few minutes back, he was telling about the Indian Contract Act. He is after retirement from simulator section. He is practicing advocate now. We can approach him. Thanks. And now each one of you can buy a book by paying 500 rupees.
I forgot to mention, because the other day we met Mr. What do you call security in charge, Mr. Ravindranath sir, at Sai Baba temple. There also now I just wanted to tell, we had discussed about this pension part of it. Ravi sir is also very well connected with all the leaders, right from national level to state level. We can take his services also. Likewise, so many people have gathered and everybody have their own connection. Let us try to use it for our people's benefit.
I thank each one of you for making this book inaugural program a grand success. Thanks a lot.